Hey guys, it's coffee time. The whole family is here. You can't see Watson because she's on my lap. Oh, you can see a little paw. You stretching? I think she's still gonna fall back to sleep though. She's been sleeping on my lap for what feels like hours. I'm sure it's only been like 20 minutes, but my legs have been in the crossed position this whole time, so my knees are killing. They hurt so bad. But Mr. McMew is here as well. They're both sleepy. They're both so sleepy. It's precious. And I just finished, oh my gosh, I have one episode left of the Breaking Bad episodes that are on Netflix. What's happened? No spoils, but my God, what's happened? From season 1 to season 5, my brain can't stand it. I can't handle everything that has changed and happened in this show. It's so stressful. But I was watching the end of that because MangaPod didn't work. Oh my goodness. Today was a day of just podcasts not working. Not working whatsoever. So I went to work, the Daily Bite, came home, and was reading the last of the chapters for MangaPod. And then I got the call, and we all jumped in to do sound check for Co-optional Podcast, and Critter was the guest, and we were all joking around, having a great time. And then I knew a burp was coming. I knew it. And then we started the podcast, and it's going great. It feels, there's a nice rhythm, you know? And I feel like in that moment, we all had a sense of this is going to be a fantastic podcast. And then TV's internet just dies. And this happens sometimes. So we sit there for 5 minutes. I'm like, I wonder where TB is. Guess his internet's not back yet. And then 10 minutes goes by. And we're, chitty-chatting inside of Skype. TB still isn't back. And we look on Twitter and realize that he's tweeting about calling up Time Warner Cable and them saying, I'm sorry, sir, it doesn't look like you've ever had internet at that location. Which he has their premium business package, right, at that location. So them saying, it doesn't look like you've ever had internet there is laughably hilarious. So then he argues with them for a while and then tweets again and says that it looks like he's not going to have internet for at least a day, maybe a few days, which sucks because that's his job, is to be on the internet. So we're like, all right, I guess podcast is canceled. So I got to put up and I tried, and that was awesome, and everybody seems to really dig it. Some people have argued with me about whether or not that's what the show is supposed to be, and I think there's a little bit of confusion because I think because the first episode was a cooking episode, a lot of people thought that the show is a cooking show, which is funny to me. Because if I was going to make a cooking show, it would be like Dodger's Delectables or something. But the idea of I tried is just, I'm going to try this hint, this recipe, this thing, whatever. Like, if I want to try something, that's where I do it, right? Say hi to everybody, you sleepy butt. You sleepy butt. Huh. Silly. I'm going to put you right back here and scratch your little belly. But yeah, God and I tried up, and everybody seems to really like that, and I'm glad. And then accidentally realized that I accidentally put up the wrong episode of Always Remember Me. So everyone was going, wait, didn't we end on a Monday? But now it's Friday? Did we miss a bunch? Which you did. So I took that down because somehow I managed to export the same episode twice, and it was the third episode, not the second. So I uploaded the second episode, had to export and then upload the second part, so that's up now finally. And then Jesse and I recorded some Dead Space, and that went swimmingly, aside from the fact that my external hard drive ran out of room at some point. I always check. Before we film, I always check to make sure that anything I can delete, I get rid of. Just in case, right? So we're filming, And we finished, and I look up in the corner and I realize that the fraps number is not red, it's yellow, which means that it's not recording. And I was like, when did that happen? That's never happened to me before, by the way. I've never once run out of space. So I panicked, went into my folder to check and see everything that I have, and I missed just like the very end, like the cutscene that we ended on, which is a great cutscene, by the way. So I might have to use Jesse's footage for that part. But I did some Dead Space, finished the manga, and then we start setting up for MangaPod. And everything is going fine. It all looks great. You know, the guys are on the call. We're talking about the manga. And I go because Aaron isn't there. I'm hosting. So I go to make it live and it's not working. I double, triple checked everything. I think 6 times I tried to go live after changing various things and retyping things in and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And it's just not working. And it keeps coming up with this error that says something to the effect of, we can't verify your details. Either your username/password is incorrect or the server is down. And I was like, apparently the server's down. I even called Aaron. I was like, can I double check with you how to spell everything? Like, I don't understand. And it didn't work. Nothing was working. So, messed around with that for 45 minutes and then finally canceled that as well. So all of the podcasts went wrong. That was very sad. But overall, I feel like it was a good day because it's not like when the podcast was canceled, I found myself just not being productive. I managed to get a lot done in the time that the podcast was normally going. So I felt good about that. But, you know, there are so many people that really, really enjoy the podcasts. So it was a bummer to have those not happen because I know that for some of you it was like, oh man, I've been studying for finals all day and now I get to watch MangaPod, and then it just didn't happen. I felt so bad. I felt so bad. But I hope that it's okay. What are you licking? What are you doing? Oh, it's your foot. I'm feeling her like shift back and forth. It's like, I guess you're licking something? I don't know. It's not me because you'd be licking straight up pants. Straight up fuzzy sleepy pants, huh? Fuzzy sleepy pants. What else happened today? Anything? I don't think so. My construction lights are dope. I love them. I don't leave them on all the time because they're super hot. So, and even just one is typically sufficient until it's like pitch black. So, it's just nice to have it, right, as a backup. But I cleaned my entire kitchen, which was fantastic. I cooked dinner tonight, which was also fantastic, and then the kitten wanted to eat all of it, and that was so great. But I don't know, I felt like I got a lot done, even though so many things went wrong. It felt like a lot got done. So that's good. But yeah, somebody was asking because in the I tried video, the construction lights are in the background. And they were like, well, obviously you didn't film this the same day that you said you filmed an I tried. And the reason for that is that I did an I tried that wasn't nearly as good. But I filmed it in the bathroom. And when I went to edit it, the audio was awful. Like, I figured that it might be, but I didn't think it would be as bad as it was. Like, as echoey and just terrible sounding. And the light in there was bad too because I didn't have any lights at the time. So I said to myself, I'm going to do a different one because literally 2 days ago, I think, is when I was told about the coconut oil thing. And so I said, that would be a good I tried because I always have makeup on. So wound up doing that instead. And I don't regret it at all because it looked so much better. It sounded so much better. The result was so much better. It's great. But I want to be doing more I tried. And we're going to do a Q&A this week. So that's good. But I have not seen my dear friend Jeannie in a while. So I am actually going to go and hang out with her for a couple of hours before I have to come back and pass out. But I hope that you guys had an amazing day, and I will talk to you again tomorrow. Bye-bye. Mwah!